Hi, we're here talking about positive money conversations because a lot of times we found that when the talk turns to money, it tends not to be positive, correct?
No, you're right. It just times like all of a sudden people start to clam up and they don't want to talk about it, and so here's some ways that you can help to have that conversation with your friends and families.
Yeah, exactly. So, and it's all about creating an ease and a familiarity and lack of judgment. I think people have a tendency to feel that they're going to be judged by they're talking about finances, and so we like first tip is to be open and honest, and you have to be a little bit vulnerable when it comes to money and come to a place where you are and not be.
Yeah, so a lot of people think that they're going to be judged by their either lack of money or how they haven't handled their money very well, or they might have just a negative history about money, like, oh man, I just don't know anything about it. So be honest. Be honest with your husband, your friends, your family, and then you know what, you get your power back. When you start talking about your goals and your dreams, about what it is that you want to accomplish with the money that you have, all of a sudden you get this victory, I guess, over how to
Well, you
take
start
that control.
exactly. You start seeing things on a forward basis. You're not stuck in revisiting past mistakes or past whatever when it comes to money. Hey, what can we do? Not what have I done, but what can we do about money? And that goes to our second thing about being using positive language.
Oh yeah, that's huge, huge. Positive language is always
And
better.
because we all can say we grew up with maybe not all, I won't say that, but a lot of people grew up with a negative mindset or negative image of money. Money doesn't grow on trees.
Yep.
I'm not made of money. We can't afford it. You hear that constantly. So when people,
Well, just think of it this way. What do you think, Steve, when you talk about a budget?
I think I'm unlimited.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm on a scarcity mindset type of thing. You only got a certain amount,
Right.
so you want to hold on to it.
How about this other one? How about, hey, we got to watch what we're spending. Have you ever done that?
Yep, exactly.
So what does that feel like?
It feels limiting, and that's
Well, it feels like you're being punished, right?
yeah, feel
Like,
right.
oh, I can't
Being
really,
punished.
so I can't really, spend what I want because I'm limited, right? Or I got to watch what I'm doing, right?
Yeah, so you have to say, hey, things, if you can't afford something or you're unlimited, say, I'm on a limited budget. That doesn't fit with my strategic plan or our plan towards money. Plan sounds so much better than a budget, and essentially that's what a budget is. It's a plan.
Right.
It's a
Right.
plan in place, how much you're going to spend. So why not call it something like that? Call it like a plan, and then use and well, we found that the word can't is probably one of the most negative words ever. I can't do something.
Exactly.
Replace can't with choose. I choose not to do something. I choose not to spend at this place. The money is not being well spent there. So
Right.
you choose, right? The
Right.
choice
Right.
is back in your corner.
And number three, think about leading with your goals, right? That kind of goes with your choosing. Like, hey, like someone would say something like, hey, I'm broke. Well, don't say I'm broke. Just say, hey, I choose to, you know, I don't know, whatever you choose to do. I choose to do, something different with my money because I want to buy a house.
Exactly.
Or I don't really want to go out to dinner 5 days a week because I'm saving for that car. So lead with your goals. Whatever your goals are in mind, lead with that.
And that usually provides you enough incentive to follow through. If you don't have a plan, if you don't have a goal set aside, you know what? Hey, go to Buffalo Wild Wings. That's great. That's our go-to method.
Right.
Go to
Right.
Buffalo Wild Wings. But yeah, and if you see have a goal in place, have it written down, do a vision board, whatever, but have something. And Michelle is actually very good about going on trips and saving money for trips. I mean, we've been to a bunch of places that I thought, oh my God, we can't afford it, but there we went.
Right.
So because of the goal.
You have a goal, and really it could be any goal. It could be a weight goal, it could be whatever, but you want to make sure that you lead with that, because that solidifies it in your mind why you're doing what you're doing. Does that make sense?
Exactly. And then at the end is ask for and offer support. Ask for something if you don't know how to do something. Ask for accountability is a big thing. Like, hey, I want to help me on this to go to save towards this, to save for this car, to put money on this house.
Right. So
Ask-
think about it this way. If you bought a blue car tomorrow, Steve, and you think, "Oh man, this car, I've never seen it. This is such a great color blue." Guess what you see the next day, Steve?
Yep, all sorts of blue cars.
All sorts of blue cars, because you haven't really, put it out there. You didn't speak it. So if I'm speaking, hey, we're going to Greece next year, or hey, we're going on this river cruise in 2 years, guess what, Steve? We're going on a cruise in 2 years. But, that's because I spoke it, and we're going to make our goals to get to there. So it's never going to be.
And then ask for your spouse or your partner to enlist you in that goal and pursuit. And, because it gives you accountability and it gives you focus and a teammate. A teammate on this journey towards financial independence. So that's kind of our
Well, think of it this way.
keeping it positive.
Right. Exactly.
All right. Well, that's our tips for today. Thank you so much.